Hey everyone, it's been quite a while since I did the last posted video update, despite trying to get some done before, but just getting too busy to really kind of do these little update videos instead of the much larger, more important type of movie reviews and stuff. But I thought I'd give you guys a quick update because of various other things. It's been a very busy month, doing a lot of the horror movie reviews and just not having quite as much long blocks of time to be able to do as much as I'd like to be doing, such as the fact that I mentioned a few weeks ago that I wanted to go see The Martian, and just now, 2 weeks after it's been in theaters or so, I finally went to see it, and I really did enjoy the film. I heard a couple of reviews and everything talking about how humorous the film was, but I just never knew Ridley Scott to be able to do something this funny. I mean, it's not a straight-out comedy, but just a film that just has so much great humor and so much great sense of humanity about it. It's like, it's fantastic to see Ridley Scott do something totally different from what he usually does. I mean, most of his stuff is usually very tonally heavy in a certain way, very, very serious type of stuff, whether it's tense or just whatever it is. Fairly dramatic stuff has really been the core of what he's done, and to have him do something like this is just such a fascinating, fun, an interesting type of film overall, helmed up fantastically by Matt Damon, and just, again, there's just a fantastic cast all over this whole thing. Chiwetel Ejiofor, Jessica Chastain, Jeff Daniels, so many fantastic actors in this film that just hit every beat fantastically on the mark. I entirely enjoyed the film. Just like, it was such a fun sit overall. Just the fact that it's so fun. It's just such a different type of fresh film to just enjoy, and again, because it's really Scott, just such a masterfully beautiful film to look at. Cinematography is fantastic in it. I really just enjoyed the hell of it. I figure it's been out for 2 weeks. Doing a dedicated review video was kind of past the point of things, but I did want to get my feelings out about it because I just saw it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the best films I've seen this year. Obviously, when I get to December, after I've seen everything, I'll mull over the whole list of things for like a week or two and figure things out, rewatch movies. But this is a wonderful film that, if you're one of the few people that have not seen it yet, I absolutely endorse you, encourage you to go check out The Martian. I just thought it was a wonderful film that just had so much heart and humor and just a lot of just fantastic humanity to it overall. Wonderful film, just absolutely fantastic overall. And just, it's been such a busy month. I really do enjoy Forever Horror Month, just motivating myself to cover as many quality horror films in this narrow window of time. But just like, I push myself towards it because I know once I get to the end of October, I'm just going to be needing to flush it all out of my system and do something else. So it's like, I get excited for it, build up all that momentum, I hit it all on there. It's like, now it's out of the way and I can move on to other things. But speaking of a little bit of Ridley Scott that I was searching around, I was in the market to get some Blu-rays. This was a few weeks ago when I was trying to get the Poltergeist 3 Blu-ray and couldn't find it in any store, so I had to go around online to find the best deals for it, and end up, on top of that, getting the inkling to get other Blu-rays. Long story short, I got Blade Runner on Blu-ray, which is upgrade from the DVD version I've had, which is just the 4-disc edition. This one has all the content of the 5-disc version, including the work print version of the film, which I've never seen before, obviously. But it was just like, I had to do it. It just like, I got the inklings, like, if there's any film that is like going to be blowing up my HD TV over here and just enrapturing me with his visuals, it's got to be Blade Runner. So I had to get that, and just to kind of fill up the whole online order I was going for to get the free shipping, I got Exorcist 3 on Blu-ray, even though I've read that the transfer isn't the top-notch it could be, and it's still a bare-bones edition. I figured, what the hell, it's one of my favorite horror films of all time. I might as well at least get it an upgrade, because I think, from the stills I've seen, some of the qualities of the transfer are superior to the DVD besides resolution. I just think some of the the quality of the print and everything looks better. Some of the color issues I might have had with the DVD seem to be corrected a little bit. So, in regards to that, I wish there were, being one of my favorite horror films of all time, I wish just Warner Brothers or Morgan Creek would do something more with just something other than just the first Exorcist. Put a little bit more effort into the other films of the franchise, whether very much well received or derided or whatnot. I think something like the Aliens set. It'd be fantastic if Warner Bros. Could put even the 10th of the effort that Fox put into that set for the Exorcist films, because you could create a fantastic retrospective like the Never Sleep Again documentary for the Elm Street saga. You could put together something just as magnificent for that franchise, would tell all that of the whole thing. It'd be absolutely fascinating. I'd love to see it, because just with the information just on the first film alone is absolutely riveting to me. I love watching that stuff. The Fear of God documentary that it was made in the UK or whatnot, absolutely fantastic. And if you got a documentary about the rest of the franchise, it would just be absolutely stunning to watch. And even just getting William Peter Blatty to do a commentary on the film would do enough to satisfy me on at least a decent level. But whatever the case, they just haven't tried, and it's really sad, because gotta deserve a little bit better than that for whatever the case. And I could go on and on about things, but we got definitely have a lot of Forever Horror Month left to go. You've seen all the stuff I put out up to this point, and don't know when I'm exactly releasing this, so it might be before or after the next review I've already shot, which is Hellraiser. I just got the inkling to go ahead and just do that film. I hadn't planned on it, but I just felt like I had to. I just had to. But there's a couple of reviews I'm hoping to get done by the end of the month, but we got less than 2 weeks now, so I don't know entirely for certain. I might cut. If anything gets cut, it's going to be Subspecies 2 and 3, because the other stuff is much larger films to cover in terms of the meat that's on display. Basically, I'm talking about Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, which has, so I've got the Blu-ray box set up here, the deluxe edition, which has the theatrical and the producer's cut, along with a lot of behind-the-scenes information. I felt like if there's any one film of the franchise I wanted to cover this year, and it was so timely because I just got the box set, that would be the one. So I really want to do that, and since we're talking Exorcist, it has been my intention to have the grand finale of Forever Horror Month be the original Exorcist. And at least a theater near me was going to be doing screenings of The Exorcist in the last 3 days of the month. So I definitely suggest you guys go check out the listings for your local theater and see if they're playing any horror classics before the end of the month. And I know on the 21st, I'm looking at my Back to the Future 25th anniversary poster right across the other side of the room right now. And they have the 30th anniversary screenings for the entire trilogy this Wednesday. Is like, kind of had the inkling to do it, but was like, I don't think I can sit and do a marathon on my own. It would have to be with someone else to have that experience, to just kind of keep the energy up. Because the last film I've been to that was in excess of like 3 hours long was the Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and that was well over a decade ago. I was like, when I sat in the theater, this is not a good allegory between Lord of the Rings and Transformers 4, but just the fact of sitting there for so long did not do my legs very well. Let's just say, got very sore and achy and whatnot. I'm a lot older now. Damn shit. But regardless of that, if anything, maybe I'll just see the first film in theaters, because I just love seeing Back to the Future in the theater. I've seen it like every single year for the last 2 or 3 years straight. I just got to. I just have to. It's a film that just almost taken for granted by me after all this time. It's like every time I go see it in the theater, it's just a better film every single time. Seeing something that I love more than the last time. It's just like I even said it earlier this year on a private Facebook post on my personal account. The films should just be re-released every single year, because I just need that kind of fix. I just need to see this film every single year. It's just a near perfect film. There's nothing I can't say is fantastic about the film. is absolutely magical, and it is the favorite film of my friend Eric Waltman, who has been a fantastic friend and cinematographer and collaborator of previous things, and it's fantastic. I went to see the 25th anniversary screening with him 5 years ago, and I just gotta probably see it regardless of that. So don't think I'll be able to sit for like excess of like 6 hours in the theater to see all three films, even though I'd really like to. It's just a little harder to kind of commit to that. Just the fact that it's gonna be me alone and just sitting there alone for 6 hours, and like I don't know exactly if I can do that myself. Not that I wouldn't want to, but because I know I saw the third film in the theaters. I remember that vividly. Saw it with my sister. I don't know that I ever saw the second film in the theater. I don't have a memory of it. Maybe, probably I did, but I just don't have a memory of it to tell you. And just the fact that it would be nice to see them all in the theater, but I don't know. We'll see. But especially with so much work left to do this month that I want to get done. There's just not enough time for everything, but try to compromise. But regardless of that, speaking with other things coming up beyond October and all this Forever Horror Month stuff, obviously we'll have new James Bond coming up in the early November with Spectre, which a lot of the things look very spectacular with the film. I like just various things. Just like I love to look at that car chase in the film. It looks like there's a lot more dynamic action in the film and everything that we've seen prior in like Skyfall and Quantum of Solace and everything. We'll see. Just we'll have to see, because I haven't loved the Daniel Craig films. Casino Royale is my favorite. And I've seen every Bond film from A View to a Kill onward, so that's my gauge everything. That's my favorite Bond film is Casino Royale, but the other films, I think the tone has been a little too heavy to really kind of inject as much entertainment value into the films as I'd like. But because like License to Kill is my second favorite, and like GoldenEye is my third, so you kind of get a feel for that. I like the darker, grittier stuff, but I still like a certain sense of adrenaline and action in the thing, a certain sense of fun to it. So we'll see what happens with Spectre. I did way back in February. I really wanted to do a Casino Royale review, but then those guys posted that animated Bond fan film, which sent MGM on a freaking wildfire type of massacre through YouTube, hitting copyright claims on everything, so that stopped it dead in its tracks, and I just haven't had the inkling to go back and do it, and not really going to have enough time between the end of October and that whole week before Spectre hits to get another review out. So probably a certain time and place I'll do a couple other Bond reviews when the water seems safe to go back into it, and make sure MGM's not going to start chewing my the legs off of my channel or everything with copyright strikes. But since I'm recording this on Sunday, and any Star Wars fan knows what arrived on Sunday, the damn poster for Force Awakens hit, and it is glorious. I loved it. I was at work all day, and then I went to see The Martian, and just like once it posts, it's like, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's like I can't buy a poster before I've seen the film, because that could be disastrous, because friend of mine who worked at a video game store was giving away posters many years ago before the release of Spider-Man 3, and he gave me one of the posters for free, and then I haven't had it on the wall since the film came out, knowing how bad the film was. So there's that, but if The Force Awakens is good, I'm probably going to have to get that poster, because it's fantastic. I actually got a Sicario poster, which is hanging up right over there. So you know that's one of my favorite films of the year as well. So anyway, and later on in November, after we get Spectre, we get Creed. A little bit of Rocky Balboa in there. It's like, I'm really jacked up for that film too. It's like, I wanted to be fucking great. I just want to be great. I just like, it's one of those things like people like to knock Stallone down. Like to say he doesn't have it anymore. He's no good. He doesn't have anything good to offer anything anymore. But put him back into a franchise that he has a very heartfelt, passionate connection with, I think he can still deliver something. And I think just him being involved with this and having it tied to Rocky, it's something that I believe that if he is tied to Rocky, that he is very much feeling very confident about it and have a lot of love for what the story holds. So I'm definitely game for that. So you got for the rest of the year at least, this is what I've got so far, is definitely going to be Spectre, Creed, In the Heart of the Sea with Ron Howard and Chris Hemsworth. Really jacked up for that too. It looks fantastic. And then we got Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I know the wide release for The Revenant is somewhere in early January, but goddamn, I hope I can find a theater when it gets a limited release around Christmas time, because fuck, I keep seeing that trailer in front of so much stuff. And I just fucking love the look of this trailer, man. Everything. I'm jacked up. I just wanted to see that film. Like, I want that to be the best film of the year because it just looks so spectacular. Inarritu, the guy who did Birdman, is directing this, and again, it just looks fabulous with the cinematography. And DiCaprio, I'm high on him now, man. I hope everything just hits like hell at this end of the year stuff, man. I just hope everything is just firing at all cylinders and hits a 10 on the scale. So I really want that. I want to be blown away in the next 2 months. So we'll see what happens. We've got 2 months until The Force Awakens, and right by the time this is released, you'll probably have the new trailer out or whatnot. So hope that blows me away too. So that's really all I got for you guys at this point in time. And hopefully maybe we'll have a new Hemi show put online sometime next week, but we're still kind of a bit in flux about exactly nailing down the specifics of a show that might be coming up soon. So I can't say anything for certain. So keep posted to Hemi social media if you're interested in that. They might be having an out-of-state show, and we'll see if that gets nailed down in the next couple of days. So keep posted, guys. I'm still chugging away and plan to use as much time as I can to enjoy myself, but also get as much of the content out this month that I'm really passionate to get out for you guys. So again, if you've not seen The Martian, you should definitely go see it because it's just a fabulous film. It's just a fun, very fun sit, but it'll just kind of hit your heart a little bit, and you'll just have a good, enjoyable time with it. Absolutely fantastic film. Ridley Scott, top of his game. Just, again, defying expectations, man. Ridley Scott is, guy's not through. He might have a few little stumbling blocks along the way, stuff like The Counselor, and some people didn't like Prometheus. I haven't watched the Prometheus in quite some time. I do need to watch it again, but he's had some stumbling blocks throughout his career, but when he's on, he's fucking on. Blade Runner, Alien, Black Rain, and various other films. So Martian, 2 thumbs up if you want to go with that, and check it out. And again, before I stop rambling and get on with things, and thanks guys for checking things out, getting update on what I've got going on. Nice to have a little bit more of a laid back video instead of trying to be all up and on with all the forever cinematic stuff. So you have no idea how hard it was getting the Hellraiser video done, because when I was trying to switch out lights and set up the lighting setup, I got a blister on my thumb. I only had the light on for about 10 seconds and the thing was blistering hot, and so now I learned my lesson. So I hurt for you people. I go through pain. So anyway, it's going way too damn long. Thanks for watching, guys. What else are you getting excited for by the end of the year in the theater? Definitely like to hear what's get your juices flowing with Star Wars, Spectre, or whatever else is coming up in all these 2 months that we got left. 2.5 months we got left. Let me know. So post your comments below about that. Stay posted to social media. We'll get the links right at the end of the video. Add in the video description below. And my nose is all stuffed up, so if I'm falling apart here, that's why. So that time of year where it gets all dry and I can't breathe. So bear with me. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching as always. And I'll be back shortly with Hellraiser and a couple other reviews for you. So take care. Bye-bye.